All right, shalom to the elect. I'm going to start by giving all the praises, honor, and glory to whom it rightfully belongs, which is Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that were well. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the elect. Bear me 1 second. Come on. All right. In this lesson, it's pretty much right. One, I could put the title what I meant it to be, which is you know, bear me 1 second. Yeah, you waking up to being an Israelite as a part of prophecy, then shall the end come. Okay. And as well as I wanted to go into something else. Okay. You know, and yeah, so hey, without further ado, right? Because I was just thinking about these guys here, all right, these vocab Malone dudes, man, you know, and they come on, to the brothers out there, all right, and pretty much, okay, they these dudes, man, these Chris, they, it's like they put their blood, sweat, and tears in trying to, uh, you know, debunk, the fact that we're Hebrew Israelites, okay, which it's impossible. All right, it's literally an impossible effort. And by the way, Salakia, if you hear me, if you hear any background noises, I'm gonna have to go on mute, every now and then. But you know, yeah, but their whole, it's like their whole life mission, you know, is these Christians, even have some Jakes, that are with them, they like their whole life mission, is to so-called debunk, all right, Hebrew Israelites, right? And I see it's impossible because Hebrew Israelites, that's who we are, okay? You know, now we're Hebrew Israelites that believe in Yahweh Shai, all right? Just like, you have some of our people who don't believe in Yahweh Shai, you see? But nevertheless, we're Hebrew Israelites, okay? You're born into it. It's a bloodline thing, okay? That's our nationality, our true ethnicity, man, all right? You know, and I got this quote here, right? And so yeah, but before I get into it, right, I just wanted, this lesson, you know, to all the like-minded brothers out there, man, these these guys, right? You know, once again, us waking up to being Israelites, Hebrew Israelites, it's a part of prophecy. Okay. It's a part of prophecy, man. So don't let these simple Christians and everything and people who don't believe are try to make you think otherwise. Okay. Because it's a part of prophecy, man. Us waking back up to who we are. See, they didn't do this when we're calling ourselves black or Hispanic or Latino or Native and Seminole Indian. All right. They didn't do that. All right. They weren't out there like they are like they like they are now. All right. They weren't out there then when we were calling ourselves that. All right. But they're out here now. You see? And we all know vocab was sent by Esau. He said it himself. Okay. I've seen him say it himself. All right. We all know he was actually sent to do this. Okay. But nevertheless, these dudes, it's simply just a matter of their disbelief. Okay. Now check this quote out, right? This is by a quote by W. Clement Stone. Of course, an ad would get in the way. All right, Salakia. Let me just reload it. All right, but it says truth will always be truth, regardless of lack of understanding, disbelief, or ignorance. You see? So the truth is always going to be the truth, regardless of lack of understanding, meaning the truth is always going to be the truth, whether or not someone um, doesn't understand it, disbelief, whether or not someone disbelieves it, or ignorance, which ignorance, all right, means to not to know, all right, when you don't know something. So the truth is going to be the truth, regardless of if someone understands it or not, believes it or not, or knows it or not. The truth is still going to be the truth. You see? And that's just the fact of the matter, man. But all right, us waking up to us waking up to who we are, all right, is literally a part of prophecy. And I'm gonna jump around in this chapter a little bit, but this is Ezekiel the 37th chapter, starting at the first. It says vision of the valley of dry bones. And you're gonna see who these dry bones are. Ezekiel 37:1, the hand of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai was upon me and carried me out in the spirit of the Lord and set me down in the midst of the valley which was full of bones. All right, and these aren't literal bones, okay? Verse 2, and caused me to pass by them round about. And behold, there were very many in the open valley, and lo, they were very dry. And this valley represents America, because America is the shadow of the valley of death, or the valley of the shadow of death, Salakia. Psalm chapter 23, verse 4. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. You know, because everywhere you turn is death. Okay? So that valley is America, right? Verse 2 says, and caused me to pass by them round about. And behold, there were very many in the open valley, and lo, they were very dry. And, when you think of a bone, right, you think, a bone is what? In order to, for you to actually see like a bone, right, or, it pretty much symbolizes death, okay? And the scriptures say this. There's the book of Proverbs, chapter 21, verse 16. There we go. It says, the man that wandereth out of the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead. All right. So pretty much without this truth, you're spiritually dead. Okay. Now, so what is Ezekiel seeing here? Ezekiel is seeing us Israelites. All right. Pretty much spiritually dead. Like for example, you see our people out here, they're spiritually dead. They don't know that they're Israelites. They thinking they black, Hispanic, Native American. They doing all types of wickedness. They just gone. They just don't know anything about this. They just gone, man. You look at some people. I specifically think about, is that a woman, Suki Hana. You know, another one is uh another one is what's the name? Slocky, Lawayne. These are just some of them I think about. Just me personally. You know, but this is it's pretty much talking about our people in that dead state of mind. So Ezekiel saw our people in a dead state. You know, verse 3, and he said unto me, it says, and lo, they were very dry. Yeah, they were gone. And some of our people are still gone. Verse 3, and he said unto me, Son of man, can these bones live? And I answered, O Lord Yahweh, thou knowest. Right? Now, I'm just going to jump down. Okay? Now it says the vision explained. Starting in verse 11. Then he said unto me, Son of man, these bones are the whole house of Israel. See, those aren't literal bones. Those bones are talking about the Israelites. All right. Behold, they say, our bones are dried and our hope is lost. We are cut off for our parts. Verse 12. Therefore prophesy and say unto them, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, behold, O my people, I will open your graves and cause you to come up out of your graves and bring you into the land of Israel. You see? And when the Lord said he will open our graves and cause us to come up out of our graves, it's talking about the Lord waking us up. Okay? The Lord woke us up, all right, to the fact that we're Israelites. Where did this happen? All right, with the small hats. Where did it happen with these people? Okay? So I said, well, they're in the land of Israel. No, they came there in 1948. All right? The Lord didn't bring them there. Okay? Where did they, wake up to the fact, where did they fall away at? Where did they discontinue their heritage of being Israelites at? They're literally imposters, man. you know Claiming to be us. This didn't happen to them. Okay. It's a prophecy. It says, I will open your graves and cause you to come up out of your graves, meaning the Lord will wake us up. You see? It says, and bring you into the land of Israel. So who could this be talking about? This is talking about us. So us so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native American Indians. But you see, the Lord referred to him as what? Oh, my people. And who's the Lord's people? Come right back to this. This is Exodus chapter 3, verse 10. And it says, come now, therefore, and I will send thee unto Pharaoh, that thou mayest bring forth my people, the children of Israel, out of Egypt. So the Lord's people is the children of Israel. You see? So these dudes, they don't know, they don't understand prophecy, you know? They just bring out a couple scriptures, and think that, they're and think that they have the truth. And they don't. These dudes, they're these might be jakes, believe Christianity and just stuck in it. Some of them might not. I mean, some might not be jakes, but I personally believe, some of these dudes are jakes, just working with vocab. All right, but you know what that is. All right, I'm gonna come back to Ezekiel 37, Lord willing. All right, you know what that case is. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 6, starting at verse 9. And he said, go and tell this people, the Israelites, hear ye indeed, but understand not, and see ye indeed, but perceive not. Yeah, they hear the words of the Lord, they don't understand. This is the case not only of these people, these men, right, that you see right here, these, the jakes, not only just them, all right, but the majority of people, right? They hear the words of the Lord, but they don't understand them. It says, and see indeed, but perceive not. Yeah, you see the things going on in the world. They see us out there on the highways and hedges. Look, they standing right across from us. You see, they're standing right across. Well, I say us, but the brothers here. I'm not in their camp, but they're standing right across. They seeing. They both all looking, but what? But perceive not. Verse 10: make the heart of this people fat, and make their ears heavy, and shut their eyes. Meaning, the Lord put a spiritual block around the majority of people's minds, right? So they can't understand the truth. At least they see with their eyes and hear with their ears and understand with their heart and convert and be healed. Right? Verse 11: then said I, Lord, how long? And he answered, until the cities be wasted without inhabitant, and the houses without man, and the land be utterly desolate. Okay? So how long are they going to be blinded until? They're going to be blinded all the way until the destruction. You see, so breaking it down to these people, which I'm, the brothers, I'm, sure the brothers ain't call nobody up to come up to the camp, man. Okay? Brothers ain't going to do that. These dudes come up uncalled, you know, go, they go looking for him, man. All right, but nevertheless, you know, they're gonna be blinded. Jake is blinded, man. So you gonna have Jakes that uh, you know, don't believe the truth and fight against it even. Okay, but they're gonna be blinded all the way to the destruction. So there's no point of it. There's really no point of even stressing over them because one, they're gonna be blinded all the way to the destruction. Number two, all right, they don't understand prophecy. So it's like you arguing with somebody who just you know doesn't understand it. And we can't help if somebody gonna come up to the camp or not. All right, but you know we're not gonna go back and forth with these dudes, man. They take that as a sign of running, all right, or not being I mean, or of not standing strong. Okay, they take that as a sign of that. Okay, so you know they don't understand the truth, man. All right, but let me go back. Ezekiel 37 and 12. Therefore prophesy and say unto them, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, behold, O my people, I will open your graves and cause you to come up out of your graves and bring you into the land of Israel. This is what's going to happen next. Lord going to bring us into the land of Israel. You see? And when Yahweh comes back, it's like I'm just looking for something right now on my phone, but when Yahweh comes back, um, then everybody really gonna know. Okay? Everybody's really gonna know who the real Israelites are. Ain't gonna be no questions about it, man. All right, everybody gonna know. Okay, but Christians, they don't understand prophecy. How do you think the Lord is for everybody, but you don't understand prophecy? Okay, how do you think the Lord is for everybody, but the Lord said He's gonna wake up His people and bring them back into the land of Israel? Okay, and that's gonna happen by the way of salvation. You see, salvation, being saved. Okay, which Yahweh Shah is gonna bring. You see, which is who? Only for the Israelites. This proves it's only for the Israelites because we ain't going back into the land of Israel until Yahweh Shai returns. As it's written, wait on the Lord to the day he rises up to the prey, right? And when Yahweh Shai comes back, he's bringing salvation, all right? And this is a part of, this is, and the Lord is going to bring us back to the land of Israel. So this is a part of prophecy, showing you that salvation is only for Israel, okay? This is prophecy that we're reading right here, right? I will open your graves and cause you to come up out of your graves. Verse 13, and ye shall know that I am the Lord Yahweh when I have opened your graves, O my people, and brought you up out of your graves. Verse 14, wait 1 second. It says, and shall put my spirit in you, and ye shall live. Okay? And the Lord did put his spirit in us, which is the truth. Let me get that. This is John chapter 6, verse 63. And it says, it is this. Let me get it in red letters showing you that Yahweh Shai said it, right? It says, it is the spirit that quickeneth, the flesh profiteth nothing. Watch this. The words that I speak unto you, they are spirit and they are life. You see? So the Lord did put his spirit in us, man. It's truth. Okay? But going back to Ezekiel 37. So these Christians don't understand that it's a part of prophecy. Okay, the Lord waking us up. You see? They don't understand prophecy. Okay, so they don't understand it, right? So being that they don't understand it, they think that they're right. With the different scriptures that they twist. They think that they're right, right? But yet they don't understand prophecy. So you see, they just don't understand it. And remember that quote said what? Let me get it again. It says, "Truth will always be truth, regardless of lack of understanding." You see. So don't let nobody phase you or tell you different, man. I don't care, even if it ain't no Christian, even if it's a regular person scoffing. Okay, don't let nobody tell you different, man. Saying that, or you ain't an Israelite, you know, or y'all are just a part of a cult. Let me show you what the word cult means. All right, they don't. I bet you the person who said don't even understand what the word cult means. Okay, cult. This is the important looking at words. Cult. You see this? It says 1610s worship, homage. All right. Check this out. Look, a particular form or system of worship. You see, it says from Latin cultus, care, labor, cultivation, culture, worship, reverence. All right. So the word cult just simply means to worship something. All right. So Christianity itself is a cult. These men and with vocab, and that's a cult. They're in a cult. Okay. They think that when they say cult, they think that you're a part of some um thing where you wear black hoods, but that's not the case. All right. But these men here, they're in a cult, man. These Christians, they're in a cult. All right. You know. So when somebody says they really don't understand what they're talking about, really, when if they say you're in a cult, okay. But yeah, even if it ain't Christians, okay, anybody that tried to say that we not Israelites, that the people in the 12 tribes chart sign, right? Let me show you. Okay. Let me get it up again. 12 tribe chart. GMS. Let me see if it pops up. All right, anybody trying to say, we ain't the people on this here sign here, okay? Then they don't understand. They don't understand the scriptures, okay? they don't. All right, and they don't understand that, because it says right here, you look at the 12 tribes chart, right? And you look above it on the right side. It says the so-called, right? This is a part of us waking back up, man. This chapter goes into it, okay? And I ain't gonna get into it. You see, reunion of Judah and Israel. When you look on the sign, it shows it all together, all right? Because the Lord is bringing the tribes back together, all right? But I'm gonna finish this verse 14. Verse 14, Ezekiel 37 and 14, and shall put my spirit in you, and ye shall live, and I shall place you in your own land. That's what's gonna happen next. We woke up. Now it's time to go home. Then shall ye know that I, Yahweh, have spoken it and performed it, say the. So the Lord is the one that's doing this. You know, it says it right here. The Lord is the one that is doing this. The Lord is the one that is waking us up. The Lord is the one that's bringing us back to who we are. The Lord is the one that's um, giving us remembrance, okay, of who we are. All right, because we fell away from who we are. All right, but let me get that. Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 4. And thou even thyself shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in a land which thou knowest not. For ye have kindled a fire in mine anger, which shall burn forever. You see, when we discontinue from our heritage, we forgot who we are, man. We left off from our culture and everything. But now the Lord is waking us back up to it. Okay? And it tells you, all right, and Ezekiel and one of the prophets wrote this. And guess what the word prophet means? Let's look it up here on Edom Online, right? Prophet. Okay. And I'm gonna highlight it. Getting right to the point, right? It says, well, I'll start up here first, right? Slocky. Late 12th century person who speaks for God, one who foretells, right? Or and then it says inspired preacher. And I remember this one guy was saying, y'all call yourselves prophet, but ain't nobody, speaking divinely, from the Lord, like because meaning you fall into like a trance or something, and the Lord, speaks through you. All right, but the word prophet also means one who foretells. Okay, but check this out, right? So it says from pro meaning before, right? And then the root phanai meaning to speak. So pretty much to speak before, to say before. That's what the word prophet means. Okay, and Ezekiel, who was a prophet of the Lord, all right, he prophesied about this. He wrote it. It's written that we will wake up. Okay. And we're going to go into the land of Israel. Moving on, this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 44. I'm right to the point. Starting at Salakia. Give me 1 second here. Salak. Yeah, this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 44, starting at verse 3. For I will pour water upon him that is thirsty. And what water is this? Let me get a quick precept. All right. This is and this is what vocab calls Hebrew hopscotch, going precept upon precept. But let me give you an example, right? And then get right back to the point. This is Romans chapter 9, verse 25. All right, I'm gonna read two verses up. Verse 23. And that he might make known the riches of his glory on the vessels of mercy, which he had afore prepared unto glory, even us whom he hath called, not of the Jews only, but also the Gentiles. Right. So this is Apostle Paul speaking in a letter, right? He's writing to the church of Israelites in Rome, right? Verse 25. But now he references something, right? As he saith also in Hosea, meaning Hosea, I will call them my people, which were not my people, and her beloved, which was not beloved. And it shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, ye are not my people, there shall they be called the children of the living power. Right. So Apostle Paul, he used a precept, right? He got a precept from the book of Hosea, right? Verse 27. Isaiah also crieth concerning Israel. So now he's getting another precept from the book of Isaiah. Though the number of the children of Israel be as the sand of the sea, a remnant shall be saved. For he will finish the work and cut it short in righteousness, because a short work will the Lord make upon the earth. Another one, verse 29. And as Isaiah said before, except the Lord of Sabaoth had left us a seed, we had been as Sodom and had been made like unto Gomorrah. So he was going precept upon precept. That's what we do. So why is it a problem? Okay. But it's going back to the point. It says, I will pour water upon him that is thirsty. What is that water? This is um, this scripture. Uh, yeah, this is the book of Saint John, chapter 7, and verse 38. He that believeth on me, hold on, let me get red letter. It says, he that believeth on me, as the scripture hath said, out of his belly shall flow rivers of living water. Right? And living water is talking about the truth, and the belly is talking about, the mind. All right. So it's talking about, the teaching coming out in abundance. All right. That edifies brothers, man. All right. That's what it's going into. It's not talking about um literal water flowing from your stomach. Okay. You know, the knowledge that's coming, or the knowledge coming the knowledge coming out. Okay. All right. So back in Isaiah chapter 44, starting at verse 3, I will pour water upon him that is thirsty. Right. The truth upon him that is thirsty, and floods upon the dry ground. I will pour my spirit upon thy seed, who? The Israelites, and my blessing upon thine offspring. Watch this, verse 4. And they shall spring up. Who? The Israelites, they shall spring up, meaning we will wake up as among the grass, as willows by the watercourses. You see? So and here in the book of Isaiah, it's also prophecy that we will wake up, right? Let me tell you something else. The Apostle John, he saw the same thing. All right. He knows, he saw about us waking up. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 1, starting at verse 1, the revelation of Yahweh Shah HaMashiach, which Yahweh gave unto him, to show unto his servants things which must shortly come to pass. And he sent and signified it by his angel unto his servant John. You see? But it says, to show unto his servants things which must shortly come to pass. Right? So the Apostle John wrote these different things, right? Now let's go to Revelation chapter 11. Right? And starting at verse 11. Now it says, and after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai entered into them. What is that spirit? Once again, what is that spirit of life? It's St. John chapter 6, verse 63. Okay, and it says, Salakia, it is the spirit that quickeneth, the flesh profiteth nothing. The words I speak unto you, they are spirit and they are life. So this truth. All right, this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. It says after 3 days and a half, so after the period of 1619, which is when we went into slavery, in the 1969, which is the period, when we woke up, when we started waking up, when we started waking up to the fact that we're Israelites. All right. After that time period, that's what it's saying. And after that time period, the spirit of life, which is, it says 3 days and a half, it really represents 350 years. Okay. And you do the math, that time period, I just told you that equals 350 years. All right. So after that time period, we will start waking up. It says the spirit of life from the Most High entered into them. Into who? The Israelites. Referencing back to Ezekiel the 37th chapter. You look in the 1611 Bible for this verse, right? Revelation 11. Wait 1 second, just to make sure it's there. Let me see. Salakia. All right. Salakia. Because I remember initially seeing it, but I don't know if they took it out or what. But either way, Salakia, might be wrong, but this is a precept to Ezekiel the 37th chapter. You see? So then they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them. All right. So the Apostle John even knew about us waking up, man. So this is a part of prophecy, man. It's a part of it. So us waking up to being Israelites, Hebrew Israelites, okay? It's a part of prophecy. It is a of prophecy, man. All right. Let me look at the word prophecy. Okay. prophecy. Uh, it says circa 1200 prophecy prophesied the function of a prophet, inspire utterance, the prediction of future events. Okay, yeah, the prediction of future events. All right, when the prophets wrote about it, all right, us waking up now. All right, that was from the past. From that time period in the past, we're living in the future. Okay, we're living and experiencing what they wrote about. Which, hey, some brothers, Lord willing, you know, hey, you might be, some of those brothers of them prophets coming back, okay, and understanding the things that we wrote. All right, but Salakia. Let me see what's going to. Oh yeah, another thing, because these dudes, all right, once again they're blinded. They don't understand. They don't know the truth, right? You gotta understand. Even even aside, once again, aside from just Christians, man. All right, if somebody ain't a part of the elect, they're not gonna get it. All right, but let me read this. It says the Lamb and 144,000 on Mount Zion. Revelation chapter 14, starting at verse 1. And I looked, and lo, a lamb stood on the Mount Zion, and with him 144,000, having his father's name written in their foreheads. Okay. Verse 2. And this also proves that the elect, the 144,000, they're going to know the name of the Lord. And in other translations, I believe as Apostle Ramlab had brought out, all right, it says, and let me get another one, right? CSB, for example. Then I looked, and there was the Lamb standing on Mount Zion, and with him were 144,000 who had his name and his father's name written on their foreheads. Okay. NASB 20. Then I looked, and behold, the Lamb was standing on Mount Zion, and with him 144,000 who had his name and the name of his father written on their foreheads. Okay. Um. So you see, the name matters. Okay, and they're gonna have the name, but that was a side point, right? Now continuing on, verse 2. And I heard a voice from heaven, as the voice of many waters, and as the voice of a great thunder. And I heard the voice of harpers harping with their harps. Verse 3. And they sung as it were a new song before the throne, before the four beasts and the elders. Here's the point. And no man could learn that song but the 144,000 which were redeemed from the earth. But you see, no man could learn that song except for these 144,000. And that song is the truth. Okay? This is the book of Matthew, precept. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 11. And starting at verse 16, right? It says, but whereunto shall I liken this generation? It is like unto children sitting in the markets and calling unto their fellows, right? And hey, this is what we do. We call unto our fellows, which are who? The children of Israel, our fellow Israelites, telling them repent to come to the truth, right? Verse 17, and saying, we have piped unto you, and ye have not danced. We have mourned unto you, and ye have not lamented. You see? So we pretty much calling to them, telling them to come to the truth, but they don't listen. They don't want to listen. They walk by, they do this, that, and the third. They don't listen. All right. You see, so us, you know, so pretty much, all right, this goes to show that, you know, this truth ain't for everybody. So once again, you don't got to worry about these dudes, okay, and people like them saying you're not Israelites or that don't even believe the truth in general. Because even on top of that, right? Not only uh you're gonna have people that don't understand the truth and that don't understand the Israelites period, but you also have people that don't understand. You also have people that know that they're Israelites, but they can't get the truth, the whole truth. Okay, they believe in a different doctrine, all right, but they know that they're still Israelites. Though you see, it's literally a fact that we're Hebrew Israelites, man. All right, we've just been over hundreds of years, man. You know, just been called by other names and it's been beaten into us and everything. So now we're reclaiming, the Lord has given us back our identity. Look at that word identity. All right. It's literally a fact, man. Okay, Christianity, man, is trying to rear its ugly head back up. All right, it says identity, uh, sameness, oneness, state of being the sameness. Let's see. Let me click on it, see what comes up. Anything under it? Let's see. The sameness. All right. Let me just type it in online. I just want to read the definition. Identity says the fact of being who or what a person or thing is. Yeah. For somebody to say a close similarity or affinity, no, we're not similar to the Israelites. Okay, we are the Israelites because the prophecy says in Deuteronomy 28, these will be a sign to us. Okay, these curses will be a sign to us, man. All right. Genesis 49, it tells you our forefather Jacob told the 12 patriarchs what would happen to their descendants who are us in the last days, man. All right. Yeah, our forefathers told us, man, and wrote it, and stuff was written down. All right. And the Lord allowed us to understand and realize who we are and wake back up to it, man. All right. But yeah, man, you don't gotta stress over these people, man. Okay. We Hebrew Israelites and us waking up to it is a part of prophecy. Now, I say this, it ain't just that ain't it. All right. That's not, you know, um, you can't just stop there, you know, because it's more than just knowing that you're Israelite. Because you could know you're Israelite, but you could still, you could still do you could still, act wicked and do things like that, So it's more than just knowing you're an Israelite. Okay. You know, and really, we need the elect of Israel to wake up, man. All right, so we can get up out of here. Because look, because let's understand something, okay? Matter of fact, give me just 1 second. All right, I want to, explain this in order. Or willing. So lock here. Bear me 1 second. All right. All right. So I just want to, explain this in in order. Okay. It's looking for the pause, but one, all right, we know that we're Israelites, right? But let's understand that, and waking up to Israelites, right? We waking up to the fact that we're Israelites. You either one, actually was face to face with a Hebrew Israelite, or two, this you saw a video like this one here. Like when I say like this one here, meaning you pretty much see a video online, okay, showing you that you're an Israelite. If it applies to you, right? But nevertheless, the internet, right? Because even when out there on the highways and hedges, right, we'll still use cameras. So this is the book of Ezekiel, back in Ezekiel, the 37th chapter, right? Starting in verse 9. And it says, Then said he unto me, Prophesy unto the wind, prophesy, son of man, and say to the wind, Thus saith the Lord Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Come from the four winds, O breath, and breathe upon these slain that they may live. All right. And this happened when the internet came and the truth, taught worldwide, waking up Jake, right? you know, verse 10. It says, So I prophesied as he commanded me, and the breath came into them. And they, it says, and they lived and stood up upon their feet in an exceeding great army. Jake start calling themselves Black Panthers, etc., and start calling themselves Israelites. So, but this truth, nevertheless, this truth being, the point is the truth being, spread by the internet, right? Now, Yahweh Shai has said this. Let's get this is the book of Matthew 24, verse 14. Right? It's another internet scripture. And it says, Yahweh Shai said, in this gospel of the kingdom, all right, this truth, this doctrine of GMS, really shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations. And then shall the end come. So after this truth would be taught, all right, worldwide. How would it be taught worldwide? By way of the internet, all right? Because the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, right, they haven't been to other countries and met certain brothers in other countries and nations, right? But nevertheless, you still have GMS camps in those different countries, right? You have um, GMS camps in different countries and around the world, but which those brothers, the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, have never met, physically, face to face, right, and in person. Okay, nevertheless, they woke up. You see, so after this truth be preached worldwide, all right, which you know, um, yeah, after this truth be preached worldwide, Yahweh Shai said what, and then shall the end come, and that's what we see about to kick off. All right, and really, you understand the elect. Once the elect really wake up, all right, once the elect wake up and get on a certain level, then the end's gonna pop off, man. Them angels is gonna unleash from stop holding back. This is Revelation chapter 7, starting at verse 1. And after these things, I saw four angels standing on the four corners of the earth, holding the four winds of the earth, that the wind should not blow on the earth, nor on the sea, nor on any tree. And this wind is talking about nuclear destruction. Okay. So the angels are holding back the destruction from happening, but it's only until something happens that they're going to hold it back for, right? Verse 2. And I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living power. And he cried with a loud voice to the four angels to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea, saying, what? Hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our God in their foreheads. So these angels, they're holding back the destruction from happening until, they're going to hold it back from happening until the elect of Israel wake up. You see? Once the elect wake up, the end is going to come full force. Get a precept. This is Ephesians chapter 1, verse 13. In whom ye also trusted, after that ye heard the word of truth, the gospel of your salvation, and whom also after that ye believed, ye were sealed with that Holy Spirit of promise. You see? So it was after you hear, after the elect wake up, let me say after the elect wake up, then the angels are going to send forth that destruction. You see? So yeah, us waking up to the Israelites is a part of prophecy. All right, and the elect of Israel, they got to wake up, right? But once they wake up, then the end is going to come. See, it's all a part of prophecy, man. And this is also, once again, this also ties back into what? The Lord said this in Ezekiel 37 by the mouth of prophet Ezekiel, right? He said, what? Ezekiel 37:12, therefore prophesy and say unto them, thus says the Lord Yahweh, behold, O my people, I will open your graves and cause you to come up out of your graves and what? And bring you into the land of Israel. You see, because that's the next step. So we woke up, okay? And the angels are holding back the destruction from happening, okay, until, the elect wake up. But once the elect wake up and get on a certain level, they're going to let the destruction happen. And, the nuclear destruction, World War III, Jacob's Trouble, all of that. They're going to let all of it come full force, right? And guess what? Once that happens, right, that the end comes, okay, Yahweh Shai is going to return, once that nuclear once some nukes are shot off, then Yahweh Shai is going to beam up his elect. And one thing Yahweh Shai is going to do, he's going to bring us back to the land of Israel. So you see how all of this ties in? All right, so yeah, we waking up to who we are. And the Lord is right on time, man. The Lord is right on time, man. All right, because he did wake us up, man. Okay, and he's bringing the prophecies to pass. And this just means that, because look, really, we really don't got too much longer, man, until the kingdom of heaven. Okay, you know, you just need a couple more prophecies to happen, and it's gonna be on and popping, man, like popcorn. Okay, we just need, the MOTB mandatory. We already see World War III brewing up, so it really ain't, you know. So it really ain't, too much longer. So let me end it with this. This is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2 and verse 3. It says, for the vision, talking about the prophecies, right? World War III, the MOTB, Jacob's trouble is yet for an appointed time. So when the prophets saw these visions, it wasn't for the time period they was living in. It's for the time period, we living in now. But at the end it shall speak. And Yahweh Shah said, after after the after the truth is spread worldwide, which happened by the internet, then the end shall come, and we can see the end about to kick up, about to come full force, right? So we understand we at the end. It says and not lie. Though it tarries, so though it may take is though it may feel like it's still taking a little bit long, wait for it. Why? Because it will surely come, it will not tarry. All right. If anyone doesn't know what that word tarry means, all you gotta do is look it up. Quick word search. Blue Letter Bible is a great tool for looking up certain words in the Hebrew and in the Greek. But tarry, Strong's H4102, Maha, and the H stands for Hebrew. It says Maha, right? And it says to linger, tarry, wait, or delay. All right. So though it may feel like it's taking a bit long, wait for it, because it's going to happen. Okay. And guess what? When these prophecies come to pass, these dudes, they're not going to have shit to say, man. Especially vocab. Vocab, you're going to be a slave in the kingdom, man. Your slavery is coming. Because once this stuff kicks off, see, whether you don't believe the truth, but nevertheless, let's look at what nevertheless means. Okay. Nevertheless definition. In spite of that, notwithstanding, all the same. All right. Nonetheless, in spite of that, pretty much, even though you don't believe that this is the truth, okay, you don't believe we're Hebrew Israelites, we still gonna go in slavery. Prophecy ain't stopping for nobody. It's not gonna stop for anyone's disbelief. All right. It ain't stopping for nothing, man. It's over for you. It's over for you, the rest of these heathens, and just this wicked ass world, man. So, hey, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I want to give all the praises, honor, and glory to who rightfully belongs, which is Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Akakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, ever well. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the elect. Shalom to the elect.